guys really liked and supported the last NBA 2K Rebuild, and for that I'm rewarding, I guess, with another one tonight. This one being, of course, maybe the hottest topic in the NBA still till this day. And it's Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Yes, I'm going to be rebuilding my Portland Trail Blazers by trading away Dame, because the Blazers got this kid right here, Scoot Henderson, now on the team. So I'm going to be trading Dame to one of the mystery teams, I guess, that have been reporting to be very interested in him throughout the past summer, and we're going to get things started. So make sure you like the video. If you do like the video, to continue doing these rebuilds and NBA2K content, make sure you guys like this video. Otherwise, I don't really, no offense, see a point of doing that, but I would love to do more. So make sure you guys support the video, and maybe comment down below any other ASMR video ideas, another team I should rebuild, anything sort of that sort of nature. I would very much appreciate it. So we have here Dame with his maybe soon-to-be former team, the Portland Trail Blazers, and this team has a lot to clean up. I have no idea what the heck the general manager, Joe Cronin, is thinking about when building this team together, but he thought this was a good idea. Anyways, of course, the biggest trade package is one that has been talked about for many months already, and that is a trade of the Miami Heat, which I think is the one that is probably the most likely to happen, and the one that is probably most likely to happen. But since Damian Lillard is having such a great season last year, putting up probably his best statistical season that he's ever had, even though he only played barely 60 games, although that was mostly due to, just sitting out because the Blazers were just bad. There is another sort of key sort of player in this role, and that is the Toronto Raptors, apparently becoming a team that might have a pretty good push in the Damian Lillard sweepstakes. Scotty Barnes has been reported to be not involved in those packages, though, which does suck as a Blazer fan. But I think, for the sake of tonight's video, doing something different, I'm gonna be trading Dame to Toronto. Yes, I'm gonna be doing a Dame trade to Toronto just to see how that would look. Maybe do some fun trades here and there, but it's gonna be surrounding OG Anunoby, yes, Greedy Dick, and a couple of first-round picks, maybe some other sort of assets you can get out of that. Obviously, salary filler, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're sending Dame to Toronto. So with sending Dame to Toronto, we are now starting Scoot Henderson and have OG Anunoby and Grady Dick on the roster, which is kind of fire. Now, we do have a couple other things we have to still worry about. Of course, what to do with Anthony Simons, of course, playing the same position, or at least another guard spot in place of Shaedon Sharpe. So we do need to figure out what to do with him. And the big contract veterans of Jeremy Grant and Yusuf Nurkic. Do we keep them? Do we ship them off? I guess we'll have to see. The rest of the Blazers team is full of players that might be good, might be bad, just need to see how their potential hits, and yeah, that's all we're really going to be able to do, to be honest, in this first season. We're going to be bad. We're going to be very bad, but we do have here maybe some trade ideas, at least for Anthony Simons. In real life, the Blazers had no idea what to do with Anthony Simons either, and I also really don't know what to do with him. We can't really trade a forward for him because we do have Jeremy Grant's large contract. We have Yusuf Nurkic there as well. I'm kind of just getting a feeler, and obviously this would be a trade if I wasn't doing sort of like a realistic-ish style of NBA 2K Rebuild. I would love to do this package for Nicholas Claxton, but I do think the Nets would probably decline this, since because they've already declined Anthony Simons many times already before. So we're just going to go into this season as just a very large tanking season. We have the first game of the season, though, for the Portland Trail Blazers going up against the LA Clippers. And, yeah, we get absolutely throttled. Even though we have some lockdown defense there from Shaedon Sharpe on Kawhi Leonard, that was actually pretty impressive. But, of course, we are definitely not going to be doing too well this year. Especially when Russell Westbrook is shooting three-pointers like that. That is unfair. Anyways, let's start simulating this NBA season with this maybe look into the future of the Portland Trail Blazers. Oh, and also kind of a funny thing, Dame in his, I guess, revenge game, if you want to call it, almost drops 40 points. Scoot Henderson scoring 23, not bad. So taking a look at the halfway point of this first NBA season of this NBA2K Rebuild, we have the New Orleans Pelicans as the #1 team in the West, trading for Clint Capella, which is kind of interesting. We have the LA Lakers, who is the team that we rebuilt last video and did pretty well. But as you can see, Blazers are way down here, almost dead last, as the worst team in the NBA West. Taking a look at the East, the Sixers in first, with Dame's Toronto Raptors in the playoff mix, which is honestly kind of cool, kind of exciting. The Miami Heat, though, right behind them. So looks like the Heat are definitely a team that doesn't look too shabby with or without Dame. But of course, the Portland Trail Blazers are one of the worst teams in the NBA. And taking a look at the season stats this year, obviously, of course, they're just going to let Scoot Henderson do whatever he wants, so he's leading the team in points, and it looks like it's definitely hindering a little bit on the team. Anthony Simons, Yusuf Nurkic, kind of having a little bit of a rougher of a season with Shaedon Sharpe coming off the bench. Definitely is not where I wanted to be. You can look at his per 36, it's looking a lot better than what he's doing right now, so, which is a no-do thing, but you know what I mean. I want him to play a lot more. So, one of the big moves I'm going to be doing is another move that if you haven't been hearing a lot of in the NBA Twitter world, that DeAndre Ayton and the Portland Trail Blazers have been sort of attached for the past couple of months. It seems like for some reason the Phoenix Suns also want Yusuf Nurkic, which is kind of interesting. These are both pretty mid-tier NBA players, but switching them for each other could actually help out and benefit each side of the coin. So you know what? We're going to make it happen. So we're going to give up Matisse Thybulle and his larger contract, give him to a team that's trying to win now. We get a second-round pick, and the Blazers now have DeAndre Ayton, who that might bite them in the butt in the future in real life. We'll have to see how it does in a 2K, though. We still have a little bit of a log jam with Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant, but I feel like this season's already kind of a wash. We suck. Let's get on with it. So, simulating the next game actually with our newest center of DeAndre Ayton. Oh, we lose again, obviously, but you know, it's competitive. We're doing a pretty decent job, and this season is definitely all about improvement, which as long as our players' overalls improve, that's all we can really hope for. But obviously if Scoot Henderson is lobbing up shots like that and DeAndre not getting any rebounds, it's not going to go well for us. So we had Scoot winning Rookie of the Year and Luka Doncic winning MVP, which, I mean, the Luka Doncic MVP could work if the Dallas Mavericks really got their stuff together, but Scoot winning Rookie of the Year, probably not going to happen. We had Steph Curry winning the Clutch Player of the Year award, which was kind of cool, and Walker Kessler winning D-Boy Defensive Player of the Year. We have Dame making All-NBA second team over there in Toronto, and of course we're not going to have anyone on our team in there for the All-NBA team, but not bad, not bad. So yes, of course, we obviously did not make the playoffs in our first year. I guess we can just see what Toronto does with Dame, since that is part of this video, but they are going up against the Miami Heat in the first round of the East, as you can see right there. Oh boy, Heat versus Toronto, that could be a very spicy playoff series, and ooh, the Heat get the better of Dame without Dame on the team. That's pretty exciting, don't you think? Another really cool little showdown of the Phoenix Suns and the LA Lakers in the first round with Yusuf Nurkic there. That's also pretty cool. But at the end of the day, the Memphis Grizzlies in the Ja Morant Revenge Tour takes the cake and the trophy home, putting up 36 points per game. Oh my goodness, Ja Morant in the finals goes absolutely crazy. So we have the Memphis Grizzlies winning it this year. Is that very realistic? I guess you let me know down in the comments what you think about that one. Now we are into a little bit more of what we are looking for in this video, and it's a rebuild. It's the draft lottery, which yes, I am very nervous about because obviously it can go many different of ways when it comes to the draft lottery. We had the second best odds of getting the #1 overall pick, and we ended up getting the worst possible scenario. Definitely not what you want to see, going from the second best odds to getting the 6th pick. But hey, I guess we'll have to just make do with what we get. Obviously, of course, Portland already being one of the most cursed teams in the entirety of the NBA. It is what it is. So, going to the lottery, we do have, again, a lot of things to look forward to. Like, of course, the drafting of maybe a new player. And maybe some moving parts as well. Yes, I'm looking at you, Anthony Simons. You're still the odd man out when it comes here in Portland. And the large veteran contract of Jeremy Grant. If I can move both at the same time, that would be great. But I can't. So I'm going to be moving Jeremy Grant's big contract for Grant Williams and Seth Curry. Yes, it's a large cap dump. I can waive off Seth Curry. And I'm taking on a really solid role player who plays pretty scrappy hard ball. It's going to be good for, hopefully one day a contending team. We'll have to see. Going to snag me a first round pick as well. And we got ourselves a nice little cap dump in setting Jeremy Grant with Luka Doncic. So we end up getting Alexander Sarr, who is a big 7'1" power forward prospect out of, I think, France it was. Could potentially turn out to be a pretty good player in the real life NBA. I'm not really too sure about him yet. I need to do a little bit more digging. And a little bit more digging I did for Anthony Simons. I decided to, of course, with the trading of Jeremy Grant, solidify our power forward position a little bit more and getting a stretch shooter in Trey Murphy. Yes, a player that's not going to need the ball and stand too much because, of course, we have Scoot and Shaden and Ayton and Anobi. Trey Murphy now on the team. This starting five is starting to look pretty fire now. Me have overpaid on some trades, underpaid on others. I tried to make this as fun, realistic, interesting as I possibly could. But honestly, I don't think this is that bad of what could maybe possibly happen. I have no idea, but it's just for fun anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, taking a look into the second season, as Scoot Henderson, with another year under his belt, taking on the Boston Celtics, a powerhouse of the East, and beating them by 30 points in their house. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking pretty good. Look at Ayton in there. Oh, he missed. We still ended up beating Boston in our first game of our NBA season here. And I'm really excited to see what this team is really looking forward to. It looks like Ayton has definitely gotten a lot better too in his overall, and even some other players as well, like of course Scoot Henderson and Shaden Sharp are players that we're really trying to develop as best as we can. Scoot Henderson dropping a 35 bomb on opening night. Scoot Henderson right behind him as well as his dynamic duo. Still have Grady, Sarr, and Ayton struggling a little bit, but not too badly. And comparing this first little bit of a simulation to last season's, we're definitely seeing a lot more W's and L's, so that's definitely a really great start. And speaking of a really great start, we are, of course, NBA 2K is like this. We are the #1 team in the NBA. It looks like we have the #1 offense as well, which is kind of crazy, but I mean, like, look at the Thunder. The Thunder are the third best team. The Warriors are second, which the Warriors are never good in 2K simulations. The Spurs are 9th. This simulation is so messed up, so don't take us being #1 to heart too much. Including that, the Phoenix Suns are in dead last. That's also a reason why this 2K simulation is super messed up. Taking a look in the East, we have the Cavs in first. Charlotte's there as well, and Dame's Toronto Raptors are in 5th. Not too shabby, I suppose. And what else isn't too shabby is Scoot Henderson putting up 27, 6 and 7. Shaden Sharp, a scoring machine, and DeAndre Ayton having a revenge comeback season as well this year. This team is looking pretty promising. I'm not gonna lie, it's making me kind of excited to maybe see something like this in the future. We still have, yes, I did see that Clint Capella and his large contract, which will be coming off the books next season, so don't be too keen on seeing him too much in this rebuilding. But man, Scoot Henderson, second year, is killing it. Taking a look at some of the awards, Tatum MVP, Ron Holland Rookie of the Year, and Bones Highland wins a pretty hefty 6th Man of the Year award. And Most Improved Player is in fact Shaden Sharp, which, oh, and you have Dame there as well getting an award. Don't really understand Shaden Sharp going from a rookie to a sophomore winning Most Improved Player. rookie second team, I think it was. Pretty insane, but that is a pretty nice looking couple of years stat line for the rookie himself. Taking a look at the playoffs, we are the number 1 seeded team, and you do have Toronto there with the number 2 seeded team. And over here in the Eastern Conference, you have the play-in seeding of the East. Let's take a look to see who we're taking on in the first round of the playoffs, which again, I don't really like how we're the number 1 seed already. But we have the LA Clippers, which I guess is kind of interesting. And then down there you have Houston, Washington, and the Atlanta Hawks making it out in the East. So we have the LA Clippers, who I don't know if it's like the traditional LA Clipper team with Paul George and Kawhi. I'm assuming it probably is. Oh, it's not. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this team sucks. Only has Wiseman. Oh, wow. Okay, we should be able to... Oh, maybe not. I was about to say maybe we can sweep this team, but I guess not. Taking it all the way to game number 6. Let's simulate this one as well and see what we can get in our little win. Oh, yeah, there we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We get a dub in the Clippers' house. Great defense there from DeAndre and getting a nice little rebound. And just like that, the Portland Trail Blazers, in their second year of a rebuild, get a series win against the LA Clippers. That is pretty exciting, I'm not going to lie, for a rebuilding team with a lot of assets. Now I bet the Blazers in real life think they can do this, which obviously they can make these moves for sure. Obviously I just showed you guys, but an and one, there you go, Aiden. But yeah, it won't go this well in real life, that's for darn sure. We are going up against at least the real life defending champs. Then you have the Warriors down there with Devin Vassell and Ben Simmons on the team. Buddy Hield too. That team looks super deep. But yeah, going up into Denver is pretty terrifying. It is just the championship winning Denver Nuggets, so we're gonna have a pretty tough foe there. And then Toronto is in the second round as well. They got Sadiq Bey on the team now, which is kind of interesting, going up against the 76ers, who have Draymond, which is also very random. Interesting to see both of us in the second round of our individual playoff runs. Let's see if we can get any luck against Denver. We do take game number 2. We take game number 3. Come on. Tying the series game 4. Please no. Oh man. Yeah, I know Nikola Jokic is just absolutely going to dominate us. That's for sure. Yeah, even DeAndre Ayton's having kind of a struggling little season here. A series here is what I meant to say. And then even Scoot's shooting bad percentages. Lost game 5. Oh my god, we're on game number 6. Let's simulate this and see if we can't. No. We end up losing to a former NBA championship foe, the Denver Nuggets. And look at that. Like, if Nikola Jokic is just going to body DeAndre Ayton like that, like, no doubt we're going to be losing this series. So, you know what? For a 2-year rebuild, which is usually what I do for my videos, I'm going to say this was a mission successful. We're already in a good little run into the second round of the playoffs. We are going up against good move by Ayton. We lost to the NBA champions. You know, I'm not going to be too upset about that. It's an L, but it's a little bit of a W, at least according to this rebuild. And it's kind of cool for this rebuild just to see what could possibly happen if some of these smaller moves sort of actually come together and, work out in real life. We do have the Warriors taking on the Denver Nuggets, and for the Toronto Raptors, they make it onto the conference finals, so Dame gets his wish about joining a team that's making another run here, it looks like. But it comes to an end on a Game 7. They ended up losing to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Dame puts up a pretty great run and only losing by a handful of points. Man, that's rough. But they did end up losing to the eventual NBA champion Cleveland Cavaliers with Darius Garland winning Finals MVP. That's pretty crazy. Well, yeah, guys, that's really it for me, to be completely honest. That's kind of the rebuild. I usually only do 2-year rebuilds. We have Dame on at least a conference contending team, and Portland having a pretty good restart and jolt into their franchise with Scoot, Shaden, Anunoby, Great Dick, first round picks. We did just get Alexander Sarr in the draft last season, which is kind of fun, and the potential of what trade and could possibly be in a new home. But I'm not done there. I simulated an entire another season, and your boy brought Portland to the NBA Finals. This team chemistry is off the charts. I pretty much just brought the same team back as last season, and there we are, Portland in the NBA Finals, where we eventually won it. Yes, in a 3-year rebuild, Portland wins it. Scoot Henderson, being maybe 21, 22 years old, is the Finals MVP, and just like that, a round of applause for a successful rebuild. I guess for a 3-year rebuild, not bad. So definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys want another one of these rebuilds, what team I should rebuild. Please make sure you like the video if you want another one of these rebuilds. Again, shooting for around probably, yeah, like 500, 400, probably more likely 500 likes on the video, and I'll drop another NBA 2K video, whether it is a rebuild or anything else you guys suggest down in the comments. And this was a lot of fun. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in another video very soon. Alright guys, bye.